you guys, I'm Jen Rodriguez and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by today's title, this is going to be a story time. So sit back, relax, you can grab your favorite, I don't know, snack I guess, and just munch while you guys listen to me talk about a very terrible time. This is actually maybe a scary story. So this was my worst nightmare come true. Everything I have ever had bad dreams about, it came true. The story is pretty stupid. I literally regret it so much. My lashes to this day are not the same. I have nobody else to blame but myself for my actions. So just a backstory, I naturally have very long lashes. I've always had long lashes. I've always appreciated them, never had to use falsies. Like, that's how long my lashes really are. I never really got into falsies until I started doing makeup, and then I started like exploring like different styles and stuff like that. It wasn't really like a necessity. I always just did makeup but without the falsies. Point is, I cut my lashes off and I remember this day like so vividly. So back when I was getting into makeup, I didn't really like know the rules of makeup, which one is you're not supposed to curl your lashes while you already have mascara on. That's literally where everything just went. Yeah, like, no, Jen, don't do that. So for those of you who maybe don't know what a curler is, or an eyelash curler, it's basically this device, right? So you're supposed to curl your lashes, and this it acts like as like a little curler, I guess. I actually used it with mascara on. Yeah, I know you guys are judging me because I'm judging myself. It's very cringe. It's kind of like, what is this girl on? When I was about like 16, 17, my makeup routine was way different than it is now, of course. I mean, now I've learned a lot of the rules of makeup. I know how to apply different products. I know what to do. I know what not to do. And what I was doing when I was 16, 17 was basically everything that you were not supposed to do. So I would just put mascara on, maybe like 1, 2, maybe even 3 coats of mascara, right? And then when you curl your lashes while it already has mascara on, it just really gives it that umph, right? Like, it's like super like curly and stuff. And I love that look. I love the falsie look, but without falsies, you know what I mean? So one day I had just finished doing my makeup, and I remember I was like taking selfies and stuff, and I was like, oh, my lashes suck today. Like, I had used a brand new mascara, I forgot which one it was, and it just really wasn't doing my lashes any justice. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna go curl them, because that's what I would do back in the day, right? I remember going to my mirror. My sister uses the curler a lot. I didn't have my curler like in like our makeup stash or whatever, and I was just like, let me just use hers. But the thing with curlers is that there's this cushion, right? And I did notice that the cushion was kind of broken. So I remember taking it out and like trying to fix it myself. That way I can curl my lash. This is where everything just goes wrong. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna fix my lashes. Like, I'm gonna take a bomb ass selfie. Like, I'm gonna look good today. But this curler acted as a scissor because I thought that I had fixed it, but as I went to curl my lash, the metal touched the metal and it acted as a scissor motion, and I basically cut my lashes off. I remember looking into the mirror and just, you know, getting ready, whatever, I'm gonna look bomb after this, doing it, and then being like, oh fuck. But I remember when I did it, I kind of heard like a little, like, you know the sound that a scissor makes, like that, I guess, like but I kind of just kept my lashes there for like the 10 seconds, and then I release. My lashes were just, it was like the worst thing to see in the mirror. Like, I'm like, oh, I'll insert a picture because I did take pictures like right here or something. I remember looking into the mirror and seeing my lashes, and it was like one of them, it was just like one was up. Initially I had thought like, oh my goodness, like I had cut every lash off. My first reaction was just panic, but then my second reaction was like, let me take a picture. So I run to my like running, but like still like in the back of my head like, oh fuck, what the fuck did I just do? So then immediately what I do is I get a makeup wipe and then I start rubbing everything off, take all my makeup off. Thankfully I just did one eye, right? I remember just looking into the mirror with all my makeup off and holding my eyelid and just realizing, wow, I had just cut a big chunk of my lashes off. It looks like I have a lazy eye. My lashes did not look the same. I started to cry, like crying, but yeah, it was honestly a very traumatic experience. It was so difficult because I had tested out so many mascaras. These lashes would look beautiful, like always, right? But this one was kind of just like it was crooked, you know, like there was the gap and it kind of looked like short-ended, and it was kind of like stubby and like it was just the worst. There's only one mascara that made my lashes look good, and it was Too Faced Better Than Sex. After that whole ordeal happened, I was kind of just like, alright Jen, you need to get over this. You need to figure out the world of falsies. So I went to my local Sephora with my friend, and I remember walking in there and just being so overwhelmed and realizing like, how the fuck am I gonna put these on? I have no idea. Like I was not that skilled yet, and everyone in Sephora was busy and I was kind of just confused, like really just wondering and looking at the falsies aisle like what do I get? And I couldn't find the individual ones. And then there was this like guy like working, and then I kind of asked him, and he kind of realized my problem before I told him, because I remember him just looking at my left eye and I was like, oh fuck, like it's so noticeable. He pointed me to the direction of the Sephora individual lashes, like the Sephora brand, and it had like glue inside for like 10 bucks, and I was like, this is it. So I remember coming back home and attempting to put these on, and I needed like a good maybe four individual lashes to fill in the gap to make it look normal, because what I had cut off was the tip of the lash, like the longest point in your eyelash is what I cut off. Trying so hard to do it, and I just couldn't. I was so overwhelmed, and I was kind of just like, this is no use, like this is a waste, like I'm never gonna learn. But with practice I kind of got the gist of it, but at the same time like I was so overwhelmed that I was like, fuck this, like I am not gonna spend 20 extra minutes of my makeup time to do this. Like I'm not doing that. So shout out to Too Faced because of Better Than Sex. That was the only mascara that made my both eyelashes look somewhat normal until my lashes kind of grew back. They're not the same length as they were before. My right eye looks way more fuller and denser as compared to my left eye. I remember using that mascara for like, I don't know, maybe like 6 months. A good 6 months. I remember I rebought it a couple times. I remember reading on Google and doing a bunch of research like, will my lashes grow back? All the internet told me was no. But it's not true, because my lashes did grow back, but not as long. They kind of look normal, I guess. I'll show you guys a picture of my lashes look like right here, like today. I'll show you like what my left eye looks like without any mascara, and you guys can be the judge. But like I said, they grew back, just not as long. So if you're going through this or this ever happens to you, don't worry. I don't know if I'm just like lucky and they grew back for me. I guess because like, well, my hair grows pretty fast. Maybe it was kind of just like me, but I mean the internet said no. What is the truth, Google? So yeah guys, this is the end of my first story time. Let me know if you guys like videos like this. Give me a thumbs up, that way I know if you guys are enjoying this. I mean, I have pretty other funny moments in my life that are pretty worthy of a story time. So if you guys are interested, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys. It's crazy how like I trusted this with my life and it hurt me. This is why I have trust issues. I'm just kidding. I don't even have trust issues. I trust really easily, as you can fucking tell.